We got a quick money video, finance video, man. I keep putting these videos out because I get new people every day that find me. This may be the video that you land on when you discover my content. I like to do these videos, especially for the younger generation, high school, college, you could be even younger. I started learning about money and teaching my stuff about finances, investing in the stock market when I was 16, 17 years old, And the reason I'm doing these videos is because the education system, high school, college, they're not teaching this stuff. They're not teaching you the stuff you need to be knowing. When it comes to algebra, math, a lot of that stuff I learned in high school and college, I don't use in my day-to-day living, And on top of that, your family, friends, if they're not in the know, then you don't have anybody that's going to put you into position, to put you onto this game that I've been dropping in these videos. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, looking back, my mom, my family, my friends, they didn't know. They were not in the know on stuff like how to budget your money, how to stay out of credit card debt, how to take money and not just save it, but put that money to work so it can bring you back more money, how to start a business, how to think like an entrepreneur, a lot of this stuff I had to learn on my own and put the theory into motion. I've been blessed over the years to have a lot of people, when I was growing up, mentors, teachers, man. I remember my high school teacher back in high school, my junior year of high school, right? I took an interest to the stock market. So I was reading every book I could find. I go to the public library. I had a public card for the library back in Columbus, Ohio. I would rent 10, 20 books at a time. This is back when like Rich Dad, Poor Dad was out. All those type of books. And I would just be reading, educating, soaking up all that knowledge. I wasn't interested in a lot of the things that the typical high school kid may be in, chasing after girls, trying to party, smoke weed, get high. Only thing I really cared about, man, to be honest, man, when I was coming up was football, school, trying to become the best possible version of me that I could be. If it wasn't about football, lifting weights, my schoolwork, I really wasn't even trying to be entertained with it. You know what I'm saying? I was the type, I was a jock. I was smart. I had a lot of girls that wanted to get with me, but I ended up turning a lot of them away. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't my thing. I wasn't the type to be running out in the streets, man, skipping school, stuff like that, going to parties, smoking weed. I skipped school one time, right? I got in trouble for skipping school because I went to lift weights. Now, who that goes and skips school to go lift weights? You know what I'm saying? That's how focused I was from a young age, and it all paid off for me. I was able to change my circumstances, growing up in the hood, the ghetto, the projects, going from that to being able to earn a full ride football scholarship, and I took advantage of that. I knew I wasn't going to the NFL, but I was good at football. But like I said, I took advantage. I was able to get my degree in criminal justice. I got a job in my field at a fairly young age. I started working in my field as a correctional officer when I was 21 years old. And that led to even more blessings being able to come down into my life. I was able to buy my first house at 25. Now, looking back from where I started to now, it's like I'm able to take trips out the country numerous times throughout the year. When I was growing up, a vacation for me and my family was going to the family reunion. Wasn't no trips out the country, nothing like that. Like I said, we grew up poor in the ghetto, food stamps, WIC, Section 8, eating ramen noodles for lunch and dinner sometimes, but my mom did the best she could. She was strict. She made sure we had a roof over our head, clothes on our back, food on the table. She didn't let us run the street, man. She was like, you better stay focused. You know what I'm saying? And I knew in the back of my head, I had to stay focused because if I wasn't, I was destined to stay in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But getting into this video though, man, when it comes to these money moves, these financial hacks that they're not teaching you out here. See, they want you to be stuck on stupid. They want you to focus on other stuff that doesn't matter, that doesn't pertain to your life. Like what's going on around the world, what's going on in politics, a lot of negativity, man. They're not putting you onto these hacks on how to not just get by in life, but to get ahead in life. That's the goal. That's what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We not just trying to get by, just be living paycheck to paycheck. We want to get ahead, That's why, I make good money working as a correctional officer, but You know, I don't want to be destined to be a 9-to-5 worker for all of my life. That's why I started branching out. That's why I made my YouTube channel, became an entrepreneur. I got my online fitness coaching that's coming. I got online ebooks talking about fitness, whether you're trying to bulk up, whether you're trying to cut, lose weight, get muscles. You know, I got my own merchandise line, all kind of stuff. You know, I'm finna come out with my own supplement line. You know what I'm saying? I'm big into fitness. You know, even after I stopped playing college football, right, I always kept lifting weights, you know, and I've been taking supplements, pre-workout, creatine, protein for years. And I'm like this, I'm gonna come out with my own line. I'm trying to be like the Master P of fitness. If anybody that's familiar with Master P, the rapper, he's a big entrepreneur. You know, he got his own cereal line, Hootie Hoos. He got all kind of pancake mix. He got his own stuff. He always remember when he said this in one of his videos, man, he said, to be successful in life, to be an entrepreneur, you got to get your own product. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get my own stuff. You know, like I said, I'm coming out with my own supplement, my own pre-workout. That's in the works right now. I'm working with some people with a company, you know, to get my own brand of pre-workout protein supplements, man. That people that rock with me, they could take, man. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to wear my own merch. I'm going to clap for myself, be proud for my damn self, man. Don't nobody clap for me. I'm a damn sure clap for me. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to always show up for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just one thing about it, man. But yeah, the first thing, you know, when it comes to money and finances, man, is you have to understand from an early point the importance of a budget. If you don't know how to budget your money, you don't know where every dollar is going, man, you're going to end up in the red every time, man. You see this from the bottom to the top. You know, it don't matter if you poor, if you rich. We see rich people all the time go broke. You know why? They don't know how to budget their money. You know, they think the money's going to keep coming in forever and ever. You know, you look at a rapper or something, man. You know, and it's like they got a good wave, they blow up, and it's like now they out here, they got all this money coming in. You know, they hot right now, right? That they hot to the touch. And it's like they buying all these chains, they busting down all these watches, buying all these foreign cars, houses, they tricking off on their family, friends, females, man. It's like the money's never gonna end, and it's like they start to die down. You know what happened? They didn't invest their money. They wasn't smart with their money. They didn't understand the importance of a budget. You know, me, when it comes to my money, I'm not rich, you know, but I do well for myself. And I had to account for every dollar. I need to know where every dollar that's coming in to my bank account, to wherever it's coming in. I need to know where every dollar is coming from and where it's going to. Every dollar that comes to my name, it has a purpose, you know, whether it be from the YouTube channel, the merchandise, the ebooks, my 9-to-5, any type of brand deals I do. Somebody want to pay me to promote their product or do a video. Every dollar has a purpose. You know, I keep a spreadsheet with all of my expenses, my monthly bills, you know, and on top of that, I make sure I pay myself. To me, that's a bill. I'd rather spend as much money as I can investing in things that's going to bring me more money. You're not going to see me out here just blowing money frivolously, you know, spending money on unnecessary stuff. It's just not going to happen. You know, I want to get up and I want to stay up. I don't want to get to the top, man, you know, where I'm comfortable, I'm living good, I'm eating good, you know, feeling good, the money's good. And it's like, I don't have a budget or a purpose for my money. And now it's like, I'm right back in the poorhouse. I'm right back in the negative. I'm back at square one. All this for what? I grinded all these years, busted my ass, worked all that hard, you know, all this time for nothing. I ain't got shit to show for it, man. That's why I say, you have to understand money is a tool. You have to use that money to bring you more money, to help out and improve your life and your family's life. That's what the purpose of money is. I'm not saying not to go out here and enjoy yourself, enjoy life. You know, by all means, I enjoy life. You know, I like to buy nice clothes every now and then. I like to take vacations. I like to go out to eat. You know, if I'm going to work hard, I need to reward myself as well. But before I do any type of playing, I need to make sure my financial affairs are in order. You know what I'm saying? So before I even see my paycheck from work, automatic 20% goes to my retirement account. You know, I work a lot of overtime working as a correctional officer. So on a good check, after I took that 20%, I may take another damn near on a good check. I might take $1,000, $1,500 after I pay all my bills. I take that money and I invest it in more assets. I buy stocks. I buy some crypto. You know, if I ever got some debt or credit card, I pay that down as quick as possible. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's how you have to think if you want to be financially successful. You have to go from being a consumer to a producer. Produce. Take your money and produce something with it. Produce an asset. You know, if you're a creator, you know, you got ideas, you know how to brainstorm and make ideas. See, I was a hustler even when I was in college, man. You know, this might not have been the most legit way to go about it, but I was buying the knockoff Polo, Ralph Lauren, Lacoste. You know, I need some money in my pockets. You know, yeah, I'm on a football scholarship, but I'm here to, you know, go to class and play football. My mom, she sent me what she could, but I'm like, I ain't got no money like I need. So, Bell, guess what? I found out, you know, if anybody's familiar, I'm pretty sure some of y'all are about, you know, the knockoff polos. You might see in the barbershop, at the gas station, they selling polo that's supposed to be $80, $90 in Macy's or Nordstrom. They selling it for $40, but you know it's a fake. I was like, hell, I'm about to go and get me some of that merchandise right there. I was selling that on campus. I found a good plug, a good source on it, man. He was doing 10 polo shirts for $100, right? I said, bang, okay, bet. Take that 10, bust them down. I was selling them $50, $60 a pop. I had a whole binder full of the pictures of the merchandise I can get, man. It was a hot thing. I'm like, shit, 19, 20 years old thinking like this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to be an entrepreneur. You got to be a hustler, man. You know, that's why I started the YouTube channel, man. You know, if you got something of value that people want, why not find a way to monetize that, you know, make money off of that? You know what I'm saying? I've been in fitness 22 years. People will pay me, you know, for my expertise. If you good at something, you're knowledgeable, you're an expert, find a way to capitalize off of that, man. That's how you bring even more money outside of your 9-to-5 job. You know what I'm saying? This is the next thing, right? You know, when it comes to being financially successful, you have to understand the importance of debt and how you use debt. You know what I'm saying? See, most people think, man, they get a credit card, they get their first credit card. Oh, they gonna go out, man. Oh, this is money I ain't got to pay back. They finna be swiping that motherfucker. Oh, trips, vacay clothes, stuff like that. Next thing you know, that's how you end up $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying debt is a bad thing. You know, wealthy people, rich people, they use a lot of debt, man, to leverage their business ideas, you know, but they know how to leverage it. They're smart with their money. You know, they got 20 million in the bank. They know the bank will give them 100 million to buy a 100-room apartment or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They know they're going to get back that return on their investment 9 times out of 10, you know? So I'm on a smaller level, but this is how I use credit. You know, I got a couple credit cards. They get cash back rewards points. What do? You know, I play with the bank's money. You know, it's like the way I do, I put as many of my bills that I can on my credit card, right? The bills that I'm going to pay anyway, daycare, gas, whenever I go out to eat, and I swipe everything on my credit card. I'll be swiping like a mug. Swipe. End of the month, I'm going to pay it off, right? And they're going to give me cash back rewards points. That way, I'm not going to pay any interest on the balance. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be money. I'm using a credit on stuff I was going to buy anyways. You know, I got to get groceries. I got to get gas, you know, stuff like that, man. I got to get food. I got to go when I go out to eat, treat myself. You know what I'm saying? As many utility bills that I can. By the end of the year, I'll be having down $1,500, $2,000 in cashback rewards points, man. You know, didn't even spend a dime on it. Playing with the banks, man. I'm finessing the bank. That's how you got to think, man, when it comes to credit, man. You don't want to go into debt, man, for dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that goes down in value. If you're going to go into debt, you know, go into some debt over something that's going to bring you more money. You know, you go get a business loan to start your business or to invest in real estate, stuff like that. That's stuff that could potentially magnify your returns and bring you a whole bigger bag, a whole different bag. You pay the bank back they loan. Now you sitting on, I don't know, let's just say $50,000, $75,000, something like that, all profit, you know, after you done paid your expenses, whatever you got to do, man. That's how you got to think. You know what I'm saying? This is the next next thing, man, basic finance 101 that they don't teach you, man, when it comes to investing. A lot of people, man, they it's cool with saving their money. They're like, man, I know my money's safe in the bank. This is the thing. Your money ain't safe, man. You got to think. Interest, inflation is constantly creeping up. Over every time you look up, man, the cost of living is going up. So what does that mean? The value of your dollar is going down. You have to put your money into things that's going to bring you even more money. You look at the average bank savings return account, it's probably what, 1%. Some of them might be 5%. They started going up, but it's barely keeping pace with inflation, man. Take that bread. Yes, you need to have an emergency fund, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But most of my money, I try to put into investment. I'm buying stocks. I'm going broke trying to buy stocks. I'm not out here going broke trying to impress people, trying to impress female stuff. I've been there and done that. I'm 30 years old, man. It's time for me to create generational wealth and change my story. I want to be the first in my family, man, to really hit it big, and people can look up to me, man, and be like, I remember from humble beginnings, man, when you started off. I remember you was a little boy running around in the hood with your football. Now look at you, man. You a millionaire, stuff like that. That's how I'm thinking. I buy as much as I can on assets. I'll pay somebody, man, if I know it's going to bring me more money, whether it be the YouTube channel, promoting my videos, promoting my merchandise, my brand, my company, whatever it is, I'll spend money to make more money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not spending money on dumb, unnecessary stuff. I'm not out here buying chains, stuff like that, clothes. I don't even buy clothes like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I buy them every now and then. My last vacation I went to Dominican Republic, 4th of July. I was out there for a whole week. I took all the clothes in my closet. The only thing I really bought was a couple pairs of swimming trunks and maybe like a pack of tank tops, from American Eagle. I bought a couple pairs of sunglasses. That one was only like $50. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. I'm not pressed to try to impress nobody. I have nothing to prove, man. As long as the bills is paid, it's plenty money in the bank. My money's working hard for me. I got a peace of mind. I'm good. I'm cool, man. I keep it simple. It's like the older I get, I'm about to be 35 in December. I just want to keep it as simple as possible. I don't need for a lot. I don't want for a lot, man. The simple things in life, they make me happy. You know what I'm saying? This is the next thing, man. I said when it comes to investing your money, right? The easiest place to invest your money is if you're in a career and your employer offers you like a 401k, retirement account. You can get a Roth IRA, and look into all of that. Do your homework, do your research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you things that I do. The easiest place to start investing your money, man, you put a lot of money up and it'll grow your wealth, is in your retirement account. Bam, put it in that. But I take it a step further. Like I said, I take a lot of money. I got personal outside brokerage accounts that I buy stocks with, outside of where I need to have money outside of my retirement account too. So like I said, I take it a step further, 20%, boom. And I up it almost every year. I might get a pay raise in 2025. If I get a 5% pay raise, I might up my retirement contributions 3% right there. Boom. That's an easy way you could try to increase your savings in retirement account, man. But like I said, man, you got to have that money a little bit of everywhere. You got to have you an emergency account, man. It doesn't do you any good if you paying off debt, this and that. You don't have an emergency account. Boom. Now it's like, bam, something happened. The car break down. Now you got to reach for your credit card, or you got to go get to the bank and get a loan. Now you back in the debt. My ideal goal, I'm almost there, is to have a year's worth of my living expenses saved up. You know what I'm saying? That if I was to lose my job right now, I have 12 months of living expenses. That's enough time, I feel, to give me some cushion to figure out what's my next play. What do I want to do? I could pay all my bills comfortably for a year. That's my goal right there. I'm almost there. I'm not quite there, but I'm still working on it, man. It's one day at a time. You just got to keep going. You got to keep progressing as the time goes on, man. Keep educating yourself. Never stop learning, man. It's always something to learn, man. There's always a next big investment when it comes to stocks. crypto, stuff like that, man. So, like I said, man, you want to keep educating yourself. You want to keep putting on to the knowledge, man, the tips and the hacks that you need to know. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got the merchandise for sale. As I mentioned, shop with me on my website. I got the fitness ebooks out now. If you are trying to cut or bulk, like I said, check out my website, Ghetto Bodybuilder Coaching, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, how y'all feel about this video, man. Y'all got any ideas, topics for future videos? Make sure you drop a comment. I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as I can. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.